I mean, I think he's in between reliever and starter status for the Tigers now, but, I mean, still pitching very well for them. And, I mean, you're there. You're there one way or the other.
Let's take a quick commercial break. When we get back, we'll have starting lineups here from Boyce Cox Field.
Hey y'all, I'm Blake Shelton. I love that country music connects people all over this great nation, but unfortunately so does something else, childhood hunger. 15 million children struggle with hunger in America. That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks works to rescue our surplus food to help provide billions of meals to families in need across the country. Join the fight against hunger at feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
You're not wired to have a response to this sound. You're neutral to it, and you can hear it repeatedly without feeling anything. But when we introduce a new stimulus, save the food, we've achieved pulling a natural or inborn response from you. Save the food, because 40% of all food in the US never gets eaten. Save the food. Cook it, store it, share it. Just don't waste it. For tips and recipes, visit SaveTheFood.com. Brought to you by NRDC and the Ad Council.
Follow Bearcat Radio on Twitter with the handle @VHS Bearcat Radio and on Facebook by searching Bearcat Radio for the upcoming broadcast schedule and shows on the flagship stream of Virginia High School Athletics.
You know what really gets a party started? Indoor baseball. Yeah, just find a broom or a pool cue and you can use like anything as a ball. Cans, bottles, shoes.
Hey bro, toss me that avocado.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
When is the best time to talk to your family about staying in touch during a disaster? When floodwaters reach your door? When wildfires are engulfing the edge of your neighborhood? Or an earthquake is destroying buildings? Or is the best time perhaps today? During a disaster, you may not be able to stay in touch with your family or friends as easily as you think. Go to readyvirginia.gov and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by Ready Virginia, FEMA, and the Ad Council.
Thanks for listening to tonight's game on Bearcat Radio. Remember that after the final whistle, all games are available for replay at Spreaker.com/Bearcat Radio.
Welcome back to Bearcat Radio and the Bullpen Show here on Virginia High Bearcat Radio Network as we get set here for first pitch this afternoon before the Cats take on the Graham G-Men. Again, Virginia High will be the road team today on this Saturday as they'll line up like this. Bobby Medley in right, Jordan Dixon on the mound, Zach Griffith at short, Justin Lewis at first in the cleanup spot, Tyler Anderson in left, Nolan Haas at third, Jared Mouse behind the plate, John Malumba at DH for Austin Davidson, who will be out in the field at second, then the number 9 hitter, Jamie Lathrop. So that is the starting lineup for the Bearcats for this 11 o'clock start from the Twin Cities of Bristol. For the G-Men, Jackson Spencer will lead it off in left, Isaiah Justice in center, Cam Allen at short, Nick Miller behind the plate at catcher in the 4 spot, then Cole Klein at third, John Oster at first, Colton Wimmer DH for Howie Spencer, the pitcher, the number 8 hitter Nate Mounts at second, then Jalen Wheeler in right field. As Coach Daniels talking there with Coach Miller out at home plate, going over the ground rules real quick here as both teams are about ready to go here at the ballpark. A little late here for the rules, but they're getting them in nonetheless.
I don't think we ever start on time here.
Usually we're waiting on JV, but today a little later than usual.
Time's just a number.
It's a suggestion. As they finally shake hands, we're set here. Have to throw a few warm-up pitches. The umpire's talking over at home plate. Again, the Cats in their home whites. Virginia again across the front. Black hats with the orange bill. Graham wearing gray pants, gray caps with a maroon bill, and yellow tops. Very humid today at the ballpark. I'll venture to say it's the hottest day we've had.
Oh, la. I feel like I'm sweating up here in the booth.
I am sweating up here. It's hot. Should have brought a fan. So we're throwing a couple of warm-up pitches here before we get going. Again, the Cats 12-7 overall, 8-1 in district play. Graham 6-10, 3-5 in district play. As Howie Spencer gets loose. Bobby Medley will step in for the Cats to get us underway on this Saturday morning. Bobby 3 for 4 on senior night the other night. I guess we're having another senior night. We're having an encore just like Mark had. We thought Mark was going to be leaving us.
You can't kick me out of the booth, buddy.
We couldn't beat him away, could we? As Medley steps in. Spencer winds and fires, and we're underway. Fastball outside corner called strike, 0-1.
You know, you usually see Bobby Medley jump on that first pitch, and it's pretty aggressive, but kind of took that one on the corner there.
Righty-righty matchup. Second pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball low, and it's 0-2. Good start by Spencer on the mound.
That was a tough pitch to handle there. Kind of broke into him, and it was tough to gauge.
0-2, breaking ball inside corner, missed barely. 1-2. Tough take.
That was a great curveball there. Thought it broke back into the zone, but umpire didn't see it that way.
Spencer gets a sign from Miller, now winds and fires. Fastball high, and that'll even it back up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good patience here by Medley after falling behind 0-2. He works it back to 2-2.
You know, when you start out 0-2, it's really easy to start fighting and trying to get something to hit, but he's done a great job being patient, waiting for his pitch.
Seeing a senior at the plate as there's a good breaking pitch, knee high, that catches the zone for strike 3, and Medley strikes out looking. Dixon will now come to the plate. So Medley unable to do what he did to open the last ball game where he singled back against Lebanon on Tuesday. Strikes out looking here.
Pitcher number 22, Jordan Dixon.
Now Dixon stands in. Righty-righty. Ground ball up the middle, and it has legs. It gets through into center field. A base hit for Jordan Dixon. First pitch.
And see, that's what you're used to seeing out of the Bearcat team. They're really aggressive on the first pitch right there. Just found something to poke back up the middle where no one was. See if they tighten up here and go to double play depth. Doesn't look like they're going too close to double play depth. I mean, you still got a lot of room there up the middle. Not something you usually see.
Now Zach Griffith will come to the plate, the number 3 hitter in this Bearcat order. And Justin Lewis on deck, Tyler Anderson in the hole. As the Cats have a runner on and 1 out here in the top of the first inning. And they're the road team this afternoon, even though we're at home. This game originally slated to be played at Graham, as there's a fastball away called strike, 0-1.
You know, Jordan Dixon usually plays left field when he's down on the hill for this team, so he's got some wheels. With him playing that depth, I'd feel really confident about taking second base here.
Dixon stretches a lead at first, being held on by Oster. From the stretch, Spencer, runner goes. This one fouled back.
And you got Bradley running for him. It's a good sub in there.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Michael Bradley over there.
I didn't see it happen.
Good
They do that
speed.
stuff so quick. It's hard
There's
to.
never much notification there as Bradley was going on the pitch. No balls, 2 strikes to Griffith. In a sunny afternoon.
Yeah, no signal here. Don't want to strike him out, throw him out in order, but I still think he could beat it.
Here's the pitch. Curved ball. Fouled over the first base side and getting out of play. And it is still 0-2. If you're just tuning in, we just got underway. Not too late. I think we're about 5 minutes behind.
Just 10 or so.
Pretty good. Well, it's 11-10 now, so we'll give them a benefit of the doubt. We're 3 batters in. So.
You're a better man than I am.
Runner goes. Pitch misses outside. The throw down's high. No slide by Bradley. But he is safe at second base standing up on a high throw. If had it not been high, it would have been out.
by a mile. I mean, he was beat. Late break, and the ball was just poorly thrown, or he would have been hosed.
1-2 count. Runner in scoring position with one down. This one misses high, 1-0.
1-0. Where are you at?
2-2. It's early. I'm in a different game. 2-2 count. Spencer from the stretch checks back at second to the bag. Now throws home, and this one misses inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You're just worried about your Rebels tonight. I know how you are.
Yeah, they got to win. We messed up yesterday. We had Bama, the worst team in the league, in the SEC, and got beat 3-0. First shutout win of that pitcher's career. Is that one inside corner, ball forward?
I got awful close there. He started backing out of the box, and when the pitch broke back in, that umpire's a better man than I am.
Now Justin Lewis will come to the plate. Runners at first and second for the Bearcats. Lewis had 3 RBIs in the last game for him. 15-2 victory over Lebanon. One down. Here's a ground ball up the middle and through into center. Bradley rounds third, heads home. The throw from center heads to third, and Griffith in as he went from first to third. 1 run scores, and the Cats lead 1-0 on an RBI single from Justin Lewis, and he advanced to second on the throw.
And the Cats are loving that poke up the middle. That's twice in a row where the second baseman, the shortstop, if they were playing double play depth like they should have been in those situations, wasn't there to make the play.
1 run on 2 hits for the Bearcats this inning, as they've got 2 in scoring position, 1 at second and third. And Tyler Anderson will come to the plate, the number 5 hitter in the order. Pitch on the way, a late swing on a fastball, 0-1.
You figured you'd see a shift to where they start to play up the middle a little more, but second baseman's now playing a lot closer to first base.
Haas on deck as a pitch misses inside, 1-1.
I guess they think the ball can only go up the middle so many times, huh?
They're hedging their bets, I guess, as the catcher. Center cut right now, hitting it right up the middle, keeping Justice busy in center. Here's a 1-1. This one fouled straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You hear Daniels tell him to keep the swing short and just put it in play. He knows he gets a run across with anything that happens.
1-2 count. Breaking ball missed inside, almost grazed his knee as it's 2-2. Anderson getting the start in left today since Dixon's on the mound. Here's the 1-2. 2-2, and that's called a strike 3 on the outside corner.
That's been a pitch the umpire's called all day long so far. You've got to go ahead and be wary of that pitch.
Strikeout looking and 2 down. Both outs coming by way of the strikeout looking. Now Nolan Haas will come up with 2 down, and runners at first and second. As Griffiths at third, or second and third, that is, as Griffiths at third, Lewis at second base. This pitch misses outside with a fastball, 1-0. On deck is Jared Mouse.
Now, I hate to tell you, but you knew exactly where he was trying to go with that pitch and establish the outside corner again.
So 1-0 count if Spencer works from the windup here with 2 outs, and this one inside corner called strike on off speed.
Yeah, and that breaking pitch is something to marvel at. He's backing people up just to get some zone there.
Definitely working at knee high there and tricking a lot of these hitters early. As here's the 1-1 outside, 2-1. As that one just missed, almost got the call. Spencer trying to get out of a jam. Cats lead 1-0 with 2 outs and 2 in scoring position here in the top of the first. Here's a wind and fire. This one right down the middle and wasted foul. Right behind the clubhouse down the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Haas. Keeping the reserves busy for the Cats as they're spraying all these foul balls here in the first. It's another reason why you want to be a starter, right? Here's the 2-2, low with a changeup, called strike 3. Looking. It's 3 strikeouts looking for Howie Spencer. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2